Hello everyone, this video is about rotating points and images on the Cartesian plane. First we'll start with a step-by-step guide for rotating points and images. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to write down coordinates from the original point or shape. Then based on the question instructions, figure out which quadrant the new point or shape will be in. Third step is make a note of the new quadrant signs. Fourth, follow rules to find coordinates of new point/points in the shape. 5, using new coordinates, plot the new point or shape. And then we get into the labeling properly. Now we're going to demonstrate each of these, so all of those will make a little more sense. Number 4 there mentions follow the rules. So the rules, there are 2 rules. If we're rotating 90 degrees, when we have the coordinates of the original image, for the coordinates for the new image, we're going to switch the values for x and y, and then we're going to match the signs of the new quadrant where the new point or image will be located. And again, I'll show you in a second here and this will make more sense. Now, if we're rotating 180 degrees, we're going to keep the values, the x and y values, from the original image or point the same into the coordinates of the new image or point, and then we will match the signs of the new quadrant. So let's just do a couple examples here, and it's going to make a little more sense if we do that. All right, so the first one. Okay, so the first step said to write down the coordinates for the original point or the points on a shape. So this one we're just doing a point. So we have y here. So y is at, I'm going to write that down on the side here. So the coordinates for y are 5 and -2. And let's say on this one we are going to rotate, let's start with the 90 degrees clockwise. Okay, we're going to go about the origin. All of these are going to be using the origin as the point of rotation. So that one's easy to label right off the bat. Okay, we're going to go 90 degrees. So 90 degrees is going to move one quadrant and either direction. In this direction, on this question, we're going to go clockwise. So we're going to go one quadrant to the left around this way, clockwise. Quadrant 3 for my new image. And what are the signs of quadrant 3? Any point in there is going to be negative. Okay, so now the step said for my new, since I'm going 90 degrees, go back to the rules, switch the x and y values to make the new coordinates, and then match the signs of the new quadrant. So I'm going to switch the x and y values. So I'm going to put a 2 over here, and I'm going to put the 5 over here. So now I have my values, and now I need to match the signs for the third quadrant, which are negative. So now when I can locate where y prime is, so I'm going to go -2, -5. So y prime is located right there, -2, -y. Now, if we look at this here, I can actually spin this. So if we're going counterclockwise, so you'll notice where it's going to be when I spin it 90 degrees. There we go. So we notice that now that y is down here. So it's right in that location where so put it back where it's supposed to be. And there we see it. So we have this y down here. Okay. Now, how do I label this properly again? So the thing I've got to label is the point of rotation, which I did already, the origin. The direction of rotation, so we're going clockwise 90 degrees. So I'm going to do that arrow from this point to the new point. Ooh, that's a beautiful arrow. I'm going to write that there. The degrees of rotation, so I'm going to write beside my arrow, I'm going to write 90 degrees clockwise. And then I'm going to make sure that I have my prime on there, which I do, with the matching letter. Okay, that one's finished. Let's try another one. How about we go 90 degrees counterclockwise. Now again, I'm going to show you before we even do it what it looks like. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to spin it counterclockwise 90 degrees. So there you can see the location of where it's going to be. So it's going to be, the new image is going to be in quadrant 4, and you'll notice where it's going to be. So it looks to me like it's going to be at, oh, don't move that, at 2 and -3. But let's back that up and see what happens here when we rotate it. Okay, so I'm going to find the coordinates for this original image. So V is at -3 and -2. So our new quadrant, as we said, new quadrant is going to be quadrant 4, and the signs for that are a positive and a negative. So because we're going 90 degrees, the rule says flip the numbers in the coordinates. So I put my V prime, and my coordinates now are going to be a 2 over here and a 3 over here. Then I need to match the signs for the new quadrant, which is positive, negative. So I'm going to be +2, -3. So I'm going to be +2, which is there, and then down -3. So V prime is down there. Okay, as was shown when I rotated it. Okay, now we're going counterclockwise, so we're going to draw this arrow going this way. We're going to say 90 degrees counterclockwise. We're going to show our point of rotation being the origin. Okay, let's do another one. All right, this one, let's say we're going 180 degrees. Now, when it says 180 degrees, often you'll see that it doesn't tell you to clockwise or counterclockwise. Most of the time, you can just pick, when it just says 180 degrees, just pick a way and then label it whichever way you place your arrow. So we're going to say counterclockwise. Okay, so I'm in quadrant 2. So remember, when we move 180 degrees, so we're moving into one quadrant is 90 degrees, into another quadrant is 180 degrees. That was interesting. Okay, so we're going to go 2 quadrants. So we're going to be in quadrant, oh, we're going counterclockwise, and I just showed clockwise. Same thing though, we're going this way, 1, 2. Okay, so we're going to be, first find the coordinates for this one, 1, 2, 3, and 2. So we're -3 and +2. What quadrant are we going to? We're going to 4, and that's going to be a positive and a negative. We're going 180 degrees, so the rule, if you remember here, the rule said keep the x and y values the same to make the new coordinates, and then match the signs. Okay, so on this one, I'm just going to leave for n prime, I'm going to leave them the same. So I'm going to have a 3 and a 2. Then I have to match the signs of the new quadrant, which is 4, so it's going to be a positive and -2. So I'm going to go 3 and -2. So my new location for the new image or the new point is going to be right there. So you notice where it is. Again here, if I rotate this, we'll do 180. And so you see it there. So it's 3/2 down. So that works perfectly. Okay, again, I'm gonna label this point of rotation. We're going counterclockwise, 180 degrees. So we're going to bring that around there. We're going to say 180 degrees counterclockwise. That was great. That was super exciting. Hold on to your seats, people. This is getting great. Okay, there's another point. I'm going to skip that one. We're going to get to a shape. Okay, the steps are exactly the same, except this time we have 3 points. And so we're going to have to find the coordinates for the original 3 points and for the new 3 points. So again, we're rotating around the origin, 180 degrees clockwise, J, F, K. Okay, so my coordinates for J are 3 and 4. For F, they are 3 and 2. And for K, they are 2 and 2. Okay, so if I'm going 180 degrees and I'm in quadrant 1, I'm going to be in quadrant 3 when I finish here. So then I'm going to go quadrant 3, which is -. Okay, and I'm going 180 degrees. So what does the rule say again? Leave the x and y values the same and just match. So J prime, F prime, and K prime. So I'm going to leave them the same. 3 and 4, 3 and 2, and 2 and 2. So what signs do they have to be? All negatives. All right, now I can plot that. So let's do the J first. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So -4, that's the J prime. Okay, -3, 1, 2, 3, -2, 1, 2. That is the F prime. Okay, and K is going to be 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, I messed something up there. 1, 2. Oh, that's what I did. Okay. Wow. Awesome. So this one is actually 3 and 3. And then this one's going to be 3, -3, and -3. I'm going to fix this. See that? Fix it on the fly, people. So this will be, it's 1, and then that one was -2, -2. So that was J, and that was K. You're all laughing at me. That's fine. I don't mind. Okay, there's my finished image, and I went clockwise, so I'm going to go from J all the way around to a J, 180 degrees clockwise. Okay, all done. Here's another one. Let's see if we can get this one right this time. Okay, so again, I'm going to put down the coordinates first. So we have M, L, and I. Not sure why I picked those letters. So for the M, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1. So we're -5, -1. Gonna sneeze. Woke you up. -5 and 1, 2, 3. -5, -3. And then -4 and -3. -4, -3. Okay, this one we're going to go 90 degrees. And let's go clockwise. So we're going to go whoa, not that way. This way, up into quadrant 2. Quadrant 2, and the signs for quadrant 2 are negative, positive. We're going 90 degrees, so the rule says we swap the x and y values. So I've got m prime, l prime, and I prime. I'm going to swap the values, so I'm going to do 1 and 5, 3 and 5, and 3 and 4. Now I need to match the signs, so they're all negative and positive. So negative, 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 positive, positive, positive. Now we can put our new image up here in quadrant 2. So negative 1 and 5 is going to be all the way up here. That's m prime. Negative 3, 1, 2, 3, and 5 is going to be right here. And that's L prime. And then 3 and 4, which is right here, is going to be I prime. So then I connect those, and I have my beautiful new image. All right, hopefully this helped you with rotating points and shapes on a Cartesian plane, following those rules. Of course, all of these, and these rules only work when we're using the point of rotation, which I will label while I'm talking. The point of rotation has to be the origin. All right, enjoy.